And we're back. Baldur's Gate 3. So, still in the Gauntlet of Shar. We've got some stuff to do. Lots of stuff.
At the ready.
Including moving on in this general direction. A little chest back here. Let's give that a little look. Here in a bit, we're going to have some dialogue that we need to get Terry out of. Let's see. Scared by a shadow, the wielder has a 1d4 bonus to their ranged weapon attacks. And, at least base, it does more damage than our Titan String bow. However, Titan String bow is going to be better overall. I'm trying to think. We don't really do obscured. I mean, Shadowheart could go that direction, so I'm just going to send that to camp for now. Yeah, we got dialogue that's coming up, and need to get Terry away from it. Otherwise, things aren't going to work. This door goes back to where we came in. Here's that little pseudo puzzle hidden wall kind of thing that we had. All right. Little creature right here. A displacer beast. It's gonna run away. Seemingly taunting us to follow it. Sort of. Alright, nothing back that way. Now the part where I can leave Terry away from all of this is coming up here soon. Namely, before we go in here. So, Terry, away from the party. Gale, you're going to lead us to victory, my good man. Let's save. And if things go bad, Terry can do Terry things. And come on up over here and up here and have an overlook at what's going on over there. In case things get really bad. I don't think they will, but
let's go.
Never know. The rolls could not be in our favor today, potentially.
My, this must be the proverbial lion's den. Lion's abattoir, rather.
Alright, so we got... Yeah, so kill Raphael's old enemy. That's what we're about to partake in. That can go to camp. Also, as I'm recording this, just let's see, 3 days ago now, maybe 2 days ago, the final patch 8, has come out for Baldur's Gate, which introduced all the new subclasses. Yeah, I am like, why am I doing a playthrough now? I want to play with all the new classes and experiment with them, but I've got a potential idea of doing that maybe on a stream or something along those lines. But I know there's like a photo mode that's been added. I don't know how to get to it exactly. I thought there was like something near somewhere. Maybe it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Photo mode. So we could, do some like thumbnail type stuff in the photo mode. If I could. There. That's okay. Learning the controls. I haven't done this yet. So if we... Oh, why is the camera doing that? Back down here, please. This is where the characters are. Okay, so we got the focus. We can track a couple of, camera settings, field of view. All right. Gale, look at the camera. Look away. Look at the camera. Look away. Otherwise, what else? Some post-processing, some frames, stickers. I think you can, you can make them do like different poses and stuff. So if I do something like that. Now if let's go, since Gale's looking at some boxes. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh. Just come back. Ha. There we go. Alright, look at the camera. Shadowheart. There you go. What else can we do? Dramatic? Or dancing. See? New stuff's been added. Anywho. Let's resume. Oh, I guess I gotta get out of here. What was it, F9? There we go. Okay, so yeah. New photo mode, new fun things there, but also the new subclasses. Anyway, Gale.
Lovely day this, for now.
There's these Dark Justiciar Gauntles. Maybe we throw them over this way. Pick those up. Alright. Let's walk on in. Perception has failed. Now why would that be a thing? We're surprised.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you.
Holy shit, an Orthon. Powerful devils. I wouldn't get on their bad side without a good reason.
You, tiefling. You've got the stench of the hells about you. The stench of home. And a whiff of the surface besides. A servant of Zariel, if I'm not mistaken. I'd know the stench of her infernal machinery anywhere.
What do you know of infernal machinery?
Only what I can smell. And whatever engine burns within you is grinding to an inevitable explosion. Burning and fear. You reek with it. There's something else, almost hidden by your fear stink. Cherries. Musk. And sulfur. Raphael! I can smell him all over you. Where is he?
Wait. You know Raphael?
That perfume trickster swindled me. Trapped me.
Well, I've had dealings with that devil. Maybe, maybe we can help each other.
Where is he? Spit it out. Now!
Careful. I'm not sure we want Raphael as an enemy.
Well, let's, share our experiences about Raphael. Perhaps we can help each other.
Bargaining, are you? A Karator warlord once tried the same. I made him watch as I ate his concubines in young, then fashioned a codpiece from his skull. You can't help. It's not just walls that keep me here. Not the traps, the dark, or the creatures it hides. Something stronger holds me. A contract. Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave.
So here's where we want Gale, the most proficient talker, the most proficient orator, to help us out. Because we took a little dip into Warlock, so this helps us for sure. So I happen to be an expert in such deals, and there is always a loophole.
Raphael is no foolish story devil. His mind is different, sneaky. Listen. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each rite. Wander Shah's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justiciar alive to obey. Leave none to hear it. Then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear it to me.
Well, that explains where all the Dark Justiciars went.
Indeed it does.
You feel a chuckle of crackling fire in the back of your mind. It seems your patron enjoys a cleverly constructed contract, especially one with a built-in loophole. The song's last couplet has a clause that's nearly impossible to fulfill.
That's it.
So he's responsible for the carnage down here. All those Dark Justiciars slaughtered.
We'll stick with some warlock stuff for now. A pact made from song. Quite quaint for a devil, I must say.
Parchment can burn. Oral agreements aren't worth the tongues they're waggled out upon. A song lingers. Raphael made double sure of that. I can't forget the damn thing so long as my word's not finished. I did as instructed, but the song still rattles about in my head. The contract still stands somehow. If I break it, I will become Raphael's slave forever. Anyway, enough prattle. The lyrics are clear. All who hear the song must die. Time to die.
You feel your patron's prickling flame at the back of your mind, and its diabolic words on your tongue. It wants to help.
Okay, now we got some talking to do. So right here, the Fiend and Persuasion, which, look at those bonuses. You always hear the song, Orthon. Kill yourself, be reborn in the hells. Break the contract. So we've got plus 10 on this, and we have advantage, which means we're rolling 2 die on this. So we have to hit a 21 with our advantage, plus 10 will Fiendish Aid to give us that advantage. Let's do it. There we go. Boom. 18. Talk to me. Okay.
Both far away and all too close, you feel your patron's grin. A job well done.
If you're wrong about this, I'll claw my way out of the furnace and eat you alive. Contract be damned. Nicely played, Raphael. Bastard.
That silver tongue of yours is dangerous. Bravo. Can't believe you actually pulled that off.
Okay. Now, you'll see that some others that are leaving, unless they've completely changed the whole dialogue thing, there are other ways, depending on, I guess, your levels of persuasion, where you get all of them that are now leaving to take themselves out, and then the Orthon will take himself out. Alright,
At least
Terry.
things have stayed interesting. Never wanted
A little late to the party, but it's okay, buddy. Now, obviously, we could come through here and start taking them out if we wanted to, but we need this Umbral Gem. Is that Orthon's bed?
Bed made of corpses. Disgusting and uncomfortable.
Indeed. Alright, now... I know there's some stuff that can happen over here. I don't remember the particulars, but I think once you get near this chest is when that happens. Possibly. Don't quote me, though. But let's come on up. So I think the corpse, yep, your gear.
Open up.
Got this little pile that we can look through. There's a Hellfire hand crossbow. It's got Hellstalker, possibly inflict burning when hitting a creature with this weapon while hiding or invisible. And you also get Scorching Ray, which is that, like, the machine gun blast. Alright, Karlach, you can get some of that. We're just going to send that to camp for now. It's a cool weapon. I think we've got anything else up here we need to do. Being keyword. Old throne. And there's all this with jumping down and going some other places, but again, I don't think it's something we need to do. And it appears that one of them, below us here, might be a merchant. A hoarding Marigold.
What's up for discussion?
Show me what you have to trade. I don't think I've ever traded with him before. So this is all new territory, potentially. What you got? Purple worm toxin? Okay, not bad. You've only got 50 gold on you, so there's not a lot that we could sell. But you can definitely sell some stuff. We could buy a bunch of healing potions. Some oil of combustion is actually something that would be good for us specifically. Terry to have that arrow of many targets. Fire comes in, boom, take them all out. Let's see. We'll take all of those. We'll take all of those. We'll sell. I was hoping we could sell some more, like all of our wares, but we'll just sell what we can for now. That. There we go. That as well. How much does that go for? 174. Okay. Sell, sell, sell. All of the selling. Okay. And that can go, that can go, that can go. I think that'll be alright for now. Lighten everyone up a little bit. Pleasure doing business. Alright, let's split up some of those. So everyone had 4, so we are gonna do a bit of splitting here. Take 5. Let's divide this up nice and as evenly as we can. Alright, I think we'll give Karlach the 2. And everyone else will just get 1 for now. And then there are the big superior healing potions. Shadowheart's got 1 currently, so we'll just take 1 over here to Terry. We'll give 1, and then we'll split these between Shadowheart and Gale. Alright, let's do some sorting. Get everything all taken care of there. Let's adjust the hot bars as well. Bring that to there. Lock that back in place. Can do the same thing here for Shadowheart. There we go. Karlach. Karlach. There we go. Oh. Give me this. Some of that. Finally for Gale. Then, boom. Excellent. Speaking of Karlach, that is currently bound. Okay, just making sure.
Nothing.
Don't want to get into another fight where we can't use our throwing. Alright, so from here, we're just going to come back. And now we're actually going to take on the real gauntlet itself.
Best be on my way.
By we, I mean Shadowheart is going to take on the gauntlet. Let's make this little...
Nothing of value comes easy. Overcome my trials and win my embrace.
I shall prove myself worthy, Lady Shah.
Okay.
No time to waste.
So, first trial. Just come on in here. It's the soft step trial. It's basically a stealth kind of a trial. As I say, I've got something else. Anyway.
The bowl contains an ancient rust-colored bloodstain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly. You recognize this as a trial where initiates would prove themselves to Lady Shah. This one would put their skills of stealth and infiltration to the test.
Okay, we'll offer the blood in Shah's name.
Values those that can remain unseen and can still obtain what they want.
Okay, so we have to be stealthy.
Stealth is a virtue derived from her very essence.
Namely, we can't be seen by these little shadows that are roaming around. There's also traps and stuff as well that we gotta look out for.
No time to dally.
Alright, let's just see if we
Got to
can...
press on.
Oh. I guess it hurt us.
Keep low and quiet.
Alright, let's try this again.
Blast it.
Let's get over here.
Try
There's
again.
a jump we're gonna have to make.
Be seen this time. That's curious.
Careful. Oh. That one must have seen us. See, with something like Terry, this would be easy, but I'm just gonna keep the
Seen as I was taught.
keep this Shadowheart. What saw us?
Seen. Perfect.
Okay.
Calm and quiet. That's the way. Onward.
Oh. I guess it saw us. Is there like a window over here or something? It saw us through. That would have been my guess. Slowly but surely. Come over here. Let's give a jump.
Perfectly hidden.
Oh.
Need to tread softly.
Okay, come back. Get to where we can see. Oh. Alright. Jump. Ah! We were right there. We were right there.
Quiet as a mouse.
Okay. Oh, I changed up the room. So we gotta go this way now.
Better tread carefully.
That's fine.
Best avoid that trap.
Oh. I was not paying attention. There was some traps going on there. Alright, let's hide in the corner. Don't come in here. Just turn around. Okay. Okay, do we have... I might... I was gonna say, let me just Misty Step my way, but... Clearly, that may
Onward in
cause
her
a
name.
problem. Alright. Over the trap.
Unnoticed.
Crouch. Get over here. Nope, over here. Try to pickpocket a shadow. Alright. Oh. quick. Get over there. Okay. We did it. Goodness. Gotta lockpick it.
A lock.
We gotta get Terry would be better for this. Let's get a little guidance. Good job, Shadowheart. You successfully did something quick and easy. Alright, next Umbral Gym. Oh. And we use the transporter. Send us out of here. Just like
Let's
that.
try this way.
Alright, next trial. I don't know if they've patched the easy way to do one of these.
Seeking to become dark justiciars.
We'll find out, though.
I will follow in their path. I will
Now, the other
succeed.
thing about some of these is if you enter with a group, the whole group has to participate, which is a good reason to only
Let's see
bring
what we
one
have here.
person in. Self-same trial. Okay. This one especially.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
Indeed. We know what to do
Another
here.
of Lady Shah's trials that her initiates must face. This one would challenge their combat prowess.
Okay, let's offer the blood. So this is basically a you fight yourself trial. So if you bring a group in, you're all fighting the whole group.
Teaches us that we are our own worst enemy.
Whereas
much of the
one-on-one,
time. Her embrace will
a little
elude
bit
us
easier.
until we shed that which holds us back.
but I believe
I
that
see a way.
these shadow versions of yourself, so to speak, these clones, are a bit
Let's see what we have here.
weak to more radiant damage, if I remember correctly, or light in general.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Yeah, that prime spot for an ambush, right up here at the top. And if you don't perceive when you're doing this, it's fine, because you can still come up here anyway and, you know, throw down. All right, we are going to get some Spirit Guardians, like so. Let's get a little closer, just like that. End their turn, because we can't do anything currently. Psionic Backlash. We're silenced, so currently we can't cast any spells. But neither can us. Alright, let's just walk on over. Call it a day. Terry's been inspired even though he's not here.
Worth a try.
Alright, let's get that transporter. See? Easy peas. And the lemons are squeezed. So, that's going back that way. Let's come on back out here to our next trial. It's going to involve all the jumping. Let me just get the group gathered up. Not all of us are doing this. Again, we just need one person for it. This is one trial, though, where if you've got the really good jumping capabilities, those can be good to use here. But there is, if I remember correctly, a little trick, so to speak, to it. And I don't know if it still works or not. Alright, let's come on in, get this going.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering. Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shah's initiates. This one would test their ability to navigate her sacred darkness.
Offer the blood. So basically, this trial is everything's dark. You can't see the floor. And you can fall off the floor. Well, the platform would be a better way to put it. But
We're said to be sure of foot in even the darkest recesses of Lady Shah's embrace. I must remember where to step. And have faith that she will guide me.
But there's a map
I
down
must
here.
remember where to step. And have faith that she will guide me.
There's a map down here. But like I said, if they haven't patched this, then in theory, I should be able to just walk on over like this. Okay, they patched it. Because before you could just come over to here and be like, boom, click this, and it would just walk right to it. It was kind of an interesting thing. You've got 3 tries, though, before your character actually gets got. So, what I'm gonna do is, so essentially, here's our starting platform. So we're just gonna come through here, come over here, kind of like this. So, just a little walk like this. Another little walk forward. Walk forward a bit more. Start going to the left. Nope, never mind. That was a hole. Okay. Does anyone have... Just because I can't remember. Does anybody have dark vision? Terry does. But I don't know if that'll be able to see... I mean, technically Shadowheart does. I'm talking like the real good kind of dark vision. I forget what it might be called. Anywho, we may... let's just get back to here and do this again. Alright, just walk forward. Turn left. Nope. Well, now Shadowheart's dead.
Perhaps you are not worthy of my embrace, child.
Let's get going.
Alright. So... How many resurrection scrolls do we have? And is it Shadowheart that's got... She's got 2. Alright. So, Terry. We're gonna cast that. Let's get a little closer.
Forward.
But don't go in, essentially. Let's come back. I don't know why these arrows keep popping up saying I've got like extra stuff. Okay.
Not going to last much longer.
Time to get going.
Just a little short rest there. Shadowheart. You know what? Use... We got some potions that you can use.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, let's try this again. So, we're going to come on over here. Walk out to here a bit. Up to here a bit. To the left a bit. Okay. That's annoying.
Still in control. Just.
Because I've done this the easy way. But like I said, I thought they took care of.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Use our other short rest. Shadowheart, you're out of here. Come back here. Terry, why don't you go show them how it's done? Let's see. Shadowheart. You'll come on out. Oh, everybody. Out here, please. Okay.
Keep it together. Can't slow down.
Alright, Terry.
Let's see.
Another bowl bearing the
We saw
stains
this.
of an ancient...
Okay.
I need to get across, and that means remembering where these platforms are.
Now. I don't remember if this will work or not. Yep. So we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. In theory, we could... Yeah, we can see... You can sort of see, like right here.
No hesitation.
It's a bit of a gap. Or, why can't we jump that? Ugh. boy. Okay. Alright. So here to here. Let's come on down here. We should be able to walk right there. Turn to the left. Yeah. Let's just keep it in a straight line, buddy. Then, let's come this way a little bit more. I'll just walk forward. Okay, and then coming up we've got a turn, and then another turn relatively quickly. But it is a little after the midway point of the platforms. So we can walk forward a little bit more. Turn to the right. Which we've successfully done. Now we should be able to walk forward. Like that. And then to the right to almost the middle of the platform. So like right here-ish. Then we go forward to the middle of the platform. Just about to the middle. So like right about there. Okay. And then from there, we're going to take a little right, go forward, and then this will be the tricky navigation part. So forward, just, or no, we went to here, we're going to take a little right, then forward, just past the platform. All right. All done. Take a little right, yes, and then forward. Okay. Take a little right. And then we're going to look right about here. Now it's right there. I don't know. I'm going to do a potential save scummy thing.
Softer
Nope.
than a whisper.
We're going to see if we can misty step. Good. Like, I've done the normal way before with no misty step,
Seek out my
and I've done this, but for some reason,
the final test.
struggling.
Breathe deep.
I know I was clearly just missing the platform as a whole. Alright, so we're getting ready to have a fight that's coming up. So since we used our short rest there, let's get a long rest.
What happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Stop stalling.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, The contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
Well, that's all you have to say?
I was contemplating. It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do?
Well, you'll never be free while Cazador lives.
I hate how right you are. I knew he wouldn't leave me alone, even when I was just another wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me.
Of course I'll help. We'll hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Right. Now, I can't remember if from previous re-specs if I ever got my gold back from Withers. Plus, we've also got Arabella here, so we can grab a little bit of conversation.
Can't risk being an open view.
I'm gonna take that.
Surely no one will
Thank you.
notice.
We're hiding. Successful just in front of all these people. Arabella.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
You find Mum and Pops?
Well, your parents are dead. I found their corpses.
No. No.
Everyone approves of
I
that.
don't believe you.
Well, so sorry, Arabella. I mean, you could say it was quite the sight. Their corpses were all but turned inside out, but no. So sorry, Arabella.
It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go.
Okay.
Have to keep going.
And then we've also got Nathaniel.
I should speak up.
Another newer addition to the camp.
Kethric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal, so that I may heal.
All right, fair enough. Now we'll make some rounds, knock out, like I said, more conversations.
Seems like Cazador used Astarion's flesh not as a canvas, but as a contract. We haven't heard the last of this, I'll wager.
Well, we haven't done relationship stuff in a little bit. Sorry, wife. In advance. Want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Well, tell me something about yourself besides Shar, besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Really? You've flown the planes, or between the planes of existence, but you've never been swimming?
It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react.
Anything else you care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
Well, had your memories suppressed. That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Okay. Well, you and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Let's see. How are you faring?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart.
Okay. Let's see. You remember when you told me night orchids were your favorite flowers, like, just a second ago?
Rings a bell? Why?
Just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
I'm sure you'll come up with something in time.
We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Again, apologies, wife. to let all of you in on something, she does not like Shadowheart. She does not like lae'zel. I was just like blanking. I'm like, who's the dead member of our party? Does not like lae'zel. I'm curious, can we resurrect lae'zel, or even have the option? I'm just curious. I'm not going to do it. Dead is dead.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
Thank you, Withers. Excuse me.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
All right.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Okay, so we don't have the option to resurrect lae'zel. We can... I've never done this. I didn't mean to kill Alfira. Please bring her back. So you know what? I'm curious to see what happens. I'm gonna save, though. Just in case, because I don't know what happens. I've never picked it, because usually when I'm the Dark Urge and resisting, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. And then when I am the Dark Urge, there's no point in bringing her back, because it's like, yeah, we killed her. And then, of course, as a non-Dark Urge character, you don't kill her. So, anyway, didn't mean to kill Alfira. Please bring her back.
The bard's death is a weight for thine own conscience to bear. She will be left to the peace of eternity, where the urge shall seek her no more.
Okay. Well, new dialogue for me. All right, cool. So, let's go ahead and Go to bed.
Here goes nothing.
Auto-select some goodies. Full rest. Alright. A little bit of relationship advancement. I learned some new dialogue. The pixie in the lantern is still screaming. Alright, let's leave camp.
So, why night orchids?
Well, isn't it enough that they're beautiful?
Alright,
They remind me of some place. A place I can't quite remember. But I think I was happy there, wherever it was.
Alright, let's get the...
Sorry, I'm being silly.
You're cute.
Let's get the weapon bond. For the throwings.
I've got a long road ahead.
Like I said, we got some fights coming up.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Feet, don't fail me now. Alright. Now, in this little kind of library area, you'll see there's this gate that effectively silences you once you step into it because you're in a library, so shh. But if we get close enough, we can see the librarian right here, which is what's causing the silence aura. So,
out of sight,
everyone,
out of mind.
Let's take it out. Boom. Ease peas. All right. Everyone should actually.
Right now.
Let's see what kind of sneaky sneaks we can get into here. All right. The silent library is not so silent anymore. However, all of these justiciars are pretty much in darkness of some kind. All right, we should be able to get a little sneak attack. Let's wait for it. We rolled a 21 and we only needed 14. We're not going to react. Our stealth failed. Is everyone in combat? No, it's just Terry. So, I wonder how well Terry could fare here solo.
Need to find a way forward.
All right, we're invisible. Get a sneak attack going. We're invisible again. Dread Ambusher. Outside of range, 80%. Don't have a ton of movement speed. Let's scoot forward a touch. 96, that's better. Not as much damage on that one. Rolled an 18, no thanks. Next attack. No thanks. Oh, he didn't go invisible. Boo. Alright, we'll use our bonus action to hide. Come back this way. Shadow steps. Not attacking me. Which is good, but all going to the shadows, seemingly. Okay. Well, I mean, Terry may be able to solo this. Potentially. Sneak attack? Nah. Just missed. No thanks. Now we're invisible. Let's come on up over here.
My way.
We don't have any other attacks we can do at the moment, but what we potentially can do is get some people involved. Like a little sneaky throw. That did hardly any damage. Oh, and because it was a surprise, they didn't come back to us. Ugh. That's okay. We don't get our bonus action for that? Oh.
Cloak and dagger.
Well.
My favorite.
Let's see if we can light some places up here. Just guiding bolt. Nope. Here's our sword, by the way.
Tolerable.
Gale, what do we want you to do, buddy? Well, Eldritch Blast? No thanks. No thanks. Good job, buddy. Alright. We will counter spell and backlash. Well, this fight's going to be over very shortly. Sneak attack. Gloomstalker is so good. Alright, Karlach.
What a charmer.
Thank you. Why don't you get
For
that
me?
soul breaker? Oh, hold on a second. Equip.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with the bound weapons, is that when you throw them in a surprise aspect, they don't come back to you. I don't know if that's intentional, if that's like just the way, you know, the D&D ruling, so to speak, works. I don't know why I'm picking all this up.
Never a dull
Karlach, but that's okay. Let's see. Now, we have got some books and stuff to get, or a book, to be more specific, from... It's one of these two rows of books. I don't quite remember which one.
What's inside?
They're all trapped, though. Alright, let's disarm this one.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted.
Alright. The Night Singer. I'm fairly certain that's the one we need. If not, we'll find out shortly. There's buttons that are tempting to press always, but don't want to. All that.
We should all be running.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Bet I can crack
Lock
that open.
pick. Bit. Whoa, we rolled under? Even without an auto fail? That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. Alright. Now, this is all trapped and no one saw it. Riddle of the Night.
What can silence the night song?
So what can silence the night song? So to give you an idea, if we come to the Night Singer, we read it, what can silence the night song? Only the Night Singer herself, Shar. So there's the answer to the question. Not really a riddle, but we put this book, boom, in there. Oh.
What can silence the night song?
Bip. That brings it down the door. We're good to just make our way through here.
Time to dance.
And there is a Spear of Night, Dark Justiciar half plate.
What's next?
Shadowheart, why don't you do the honors?
This is no ordinary spear. It may be important. Best keep it close.
Indeed. And a Dark Justiciar helmet. Wielder has +1 bonus to saving throws against spells. Covert critical while obscured. The number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. So, this could be a good item for Terry, for example, if we wanted to get rid of the arcane acuity. Karlach, though, I think could probably make better use of it. Getting the haste helm's one thing, but I think this Dark Justiciar helmet. We're not going to cover the face, though, but fair. I think that's a better use. Now, the Spear of Night. If Shar allows it, use the spear to kill Night Song. The plate. While obscured, the wearer has advantage on stealth checks, advantage on Constitution saving throw checks. So, not too shabby. But I don't think anyone right now is going to actually make use of it, even though it's a really cool looking armor. Alright.
No time to rest.
So, we did that, we did that. Now, we have got to take the little Umbral gems. I'm just going to send all of those to Shadowheart. Got to take those back here to this, and then earlier we passed by this platform. We didn't actually go anywhere to it. If I'm going the right way. Nope, I am not. Turn around. Bright eyes. This way. Here is the platform. Now there's a couple other things in this Gauntlet of Shar that I have skipped, but they're not going to be important for our builds and character. And if I think of something, we can come back. Actually, soon we won't be able to, so disregard that.
Must have toiled to make a visage so grand. It's beautiful.
All right, Shadowheart, come over here to the altar. We're going to insert an Umbral gem, like so. Am I missing one?
Wait.
I don't think so. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all.
You detect the gentlest of presences disturbing the temple's ancient, stale air. It seems to encircle Shadowheart, welcoming her.
Felt something, a presence. What was it?
Lady Shah's presence. I felt her too. We're right where we need to be, under her gaze. This is the right path. Let's continue.
Okay. Can't remember if I need one more of these or if it's just those. We'll find out soon.
Intestines throb.
Now,
Blood
this
whispers.
platform is notoriously a problem.
With corpses.
I don't know.
Build my castle with bones.
I don't know if it's been patched or not, so we're going to split the party into pairs, just in case. So Terry,
Slug my guts through this hell.
Karlak, you come on down. Basically, what would happen is as soon as this platform starts to move, your party would just start floating and then drop dead way down here somewhere. Now with Misty Step and stuff, you should be able to make it down here, but
That disc is moving. Might be useful to navigate this place.
so far so good. Yeah, I think we're gonna need one more. Nope. Nope, because I thought I gave this Shadowheart. Never mind. Terry had it. Okay, we're good. So, now, speaking of, let's go back to Shadowheart. Call that platform back up. Wait.
Onward then.
Alright, let's come on over. Traverse. Oh. Also, there's a big old statue. Shadowheart decided to go and float on the side. Hopefully this doesn't cause a problem. Okay, we're good.
I'll give it a try.
Alright, let's come on over to the altar. Boom. Bip. The app. going nice and grouped.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Got some journal updates that had happened.
Time to press ahead.
And coming up, because of an action we took earlier, we get to avoid a fight. All right, let's go on over here. Got a new
This must be where
checkpoint.
initiates undertook their final preparations. The end is near.
So there's a gift of darkness.
Shroud yourself in blackest night.
Mercy and the whatnot. All right, let's just proceed forward.
Almost there. I will not fail you, my lady.
So Shadowfell entrance. So
Let's see
proceed.
what this does.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Believer to her prayers.
All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Onwards then. Okay. Shadowfell entrance.
Your party is gathered. You are ready. Or so you hope.
So, we get one of these. Are you sure you want to proceed? Depending on your choices, the state of the region could change and some active quests may become unavailable. We've done most of the quests and stuff around here. There's like, I think a tiefling one we missed out on. Maybe a small other one that I don't recall, but it's just letting you know, like, hey, some things are about to change. So, I'm sure.
As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
Okay. But it's also Night Song's prison.
Unburdened, as if the softest push sent me drifting away.
So, if any of you recall, which I'm sure you do, early on, Act 1, adventurers from the Grove are like, we're told to go find the Night Song. There's a contract to find the Night Song, this relic, all that stuff. We're now here in the Night Song's prison. So,
And away I go.
could have just walked there, but I thought we were going to get a longer jump, you know, like this. There's different little justiciars that show up, give you little points of wisdom and knowledge and stuff.
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shah. Hear my words of faith.
A little hop, skip, and a jump on down. Okay. And from here... Oh, I'm not throwing stuff. Hopping. Boom. Kill her, descend to her.
Take my heart with falsehoods.
Descend to her.
Come on, everybody.
as night will fall.
So basically, this is the strongest Shadowheart's felt Lady Shar's presence like the entire time. So that's why she's like, gotta go, gotta do this, gotta go.
Lady Shar's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
Hop on over this way. Now normally, this big old fight that takes place, but we killed who we fight here. Namely Balthazar.
I have felt you coming. The first in a century. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shar's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Okay. We can say do as you must. Is this truly what you want? Choose your own way, Shadowheart. Cannot allow your guidance to control you. Please, Shadowheart, don't do this. Or we can just trust Shadowheart and we can not interfere. We're going to be hands off, not interfere.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
Kill her, let's finish this ritual. Or say nothing. We let the dice fall where they may.
I can't believe I just did that. Lady Shar will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! Resplendent. You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
To kill Ketheric Thorm.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did.
All right, let's get out of here.
I'm not sure there's a place that's far enough away for me to go. Lady Shah must be angry. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Night Song will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric Thorm.
Such a terrible place. I should leave.
Gale's inspired. So we freed the Night Song. Shadowheart's inspired. Which is nice. Get two things of inspiration just for that. So we freed the Night Song and have been blessed by Selûne for saving her daughter. So this is the Moonlight Glaive. The object shines with a glowing light in a radius of 20 feet. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if anyone's going to use it necessarily, but there we go. So, because we killed Balthazar earlier with all of the Justiciars and stuff like that, it avoids a tricky fight that happens here, including Balthazar. So, anywho, let's get out of here. Boom, Karlach's been inspired.
Forgive me.
All right, Gale.
Shadowheart, what happened? You were missing for a moment.
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the Night Song. I heard Lady Shah's words, and I failed her.
Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Aasimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
Well, not alone. You have me.
I suppose I do, don't I? You've done more to help me than my faith has in recent times, if I'm honest. Thank you. There's been something between us for some time. A connection. More than friends. I recognized it, but didn't act on it. I thought my faith was the most important thing in my life. I couldn't have been more wrong. I've squandered too much time already. I want to be with you. Now and always. Do you want the same?
Sorry, wife. I do. I've wanted this for a long time.
It wasn't too long ago that I could never imagine smiling again. Shows what I know. Nightsong promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketheric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow.
Okay. Well, I'm here for you if you need me. Thought you might have needed a reminding after everything.
Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
All right, let's head out.
When the chance arises, I must speak to Nightsong again. Whatever she claims to know, it may just help me make sense of everything.
All right. So there is the Gauntlet of Shar. Now, as far as what we've got, chance of finding a cure seems to be diminishing as we continue our journey, but we must press on. We found the Night Song, but it isn't an artifact. It's a living, breathing woman who has been caged in the Shadowfell. What does the wizard in Baldur's Gate want with her? If you recall, it was part of a contract. Rescue the tieflings. They arrive safely. We should speak to them. Reuniting Oliver and Thaniel is not enough. Land to heal. Arabella's parents. We did that. Zevlor. He is somewhere out there. Okay, let me just get all of that caught up. Now, so let's take a look. Travel the road to Baldur's Gate, basically to continue on, well, the main story and the story for Astarion. Otherwise, we can get a chance to speak to some other people, but I'm going to look at selling.
There you are. What's happening out there? Who was that streaking across the sky?
So, her name's Nicehong, an immortal Ketheric had trapped within the Shadowfell.
An immortal? But it couldn't possibly be. Never mind. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have him in a corner. Jaheira and every fighting body in this place have gone to Moonrise Towers to face Ketheric down. She's waiting for you there. End this. Now. We're all counting on you.
Okay. Well, I was going to say I was going to come here to sell some stuff, but that's right. They go to Moonrise for that, which we will need to do as well. So I'll head over here to Moonrise. But we shall not press on. We'll save that for next time. So I'm going to go ahead, get out of here. But before I go, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.